Yeah, last time you learned to read the numbers. I'm wondering whether you have worked hard enough on the numbers. And last time we learned how to ask about the number of your family members. The number, how to no, we 你家有几口人 right? 你家有几口人？
几口人？
家有
我家有八口人。
呀，我家有3口人。我家有3口人。
3口人，我家有
Okay.
3口人。
Great.
我家有
你家有
yeah.
4口人。
Yeah, use the actual number of your family member to answer the question. 你家有几口人？
我家有5口人。
我家
5口人。
8口人。
哦，你家有8口人。
8口人。
Very good.
我家有
20口人。20. That would be a very big family. A very big family. Okay. Yeah. Let me mute your microphones. Now let's continue. All right. Yeah, I hope without pinyin you will try to read the texts. Then therefore you may be familiar with the characters. You can read after me. Just to read. You don't need to you don't need to turn on your mic. 你家有几口人？再读一遍 ，read again. 你家有几口人？
你家有几口人？
Okay, you just read it to yourself. Yeah, try to imitate the way I read. 我家有3口人。我家有3口人。So try your best to be familiar with the characters. Yeah, because someday we're going to, forget pinyin and use characters only. Now let's see. We need to review some words we've learned last week, and then I will introduce you a few new words. Do you recall? Yéyé. Yéyé, it's grandfather, right? Nǎinai, grandmother. Bābā, father. Māmā, mother. Gēgē, elder brother. Jiějiě, elder sister. Dìdì, younger brother. Mèimei, younger sister. So, do you remember them? If you still remember them, you text you will you text the number 7. Think 7. Yeah, 7 is 7 in Chinese. That's right. 7 in Chinese. Yeah, you send a 7 in Chinese to the chatting room to let me know you remember them. Okay. 很好. Very good. Now, yeah, again, you read after me. Just read, you don't need to turn on the mic. 爷爷, 奶奶, 爸爸, 妈妈, 哥哥, 姐姐, 弟弟, 妹妹. Okay, now here are a few new words. 儿子，儿子 son. 女儿，女儿 daughter. 儿子 son. 女儿 daughter. 呢与女儿 daughter. 儿子，女儿 and two more. 丈夫，丈夫 zhi ang 丈 f u fu the neutral tone. 丈夫，丈夫 husband. Next one. 妻子，妻子，妻一妻子，妻子 wife. 丈夫 husband. 妻子 wife. Okay, now read these four new words after me. 跟我读。儿子，儿子，女儿，女儿，丈夫，丈夫，妻子，妻子。Now let's develop the dialogue a little more. Make it the dialogue longer. So look at the example here. 你家有几口人？我家有3口人。爸爸、妈妈和我。How many members are there in your family? In my family, there are 3 people. Father, mother, and me. Now, and in Chinese, 和 和 means and. Okay, one more time. 你家有几口人？我家有3口人。爸爸、妈妈和我。So, this short dialogue is talking about the first picture from the perspective of the little boy here. 你家有几口人？我家有3口人。爸爸、妈妈和我。All right. Now let's turn to this picture. Look at this picture. Suppose you are the little girl here in the picture. Then I will ask you how many people are there in your family. Then you tell me the number and who are the members. Okay. Now my question comes. 你家有几口人？ Anybody can answer me?
我家有5口人，爷爷、奶奶、爸爸、妈妈和我。
很好 very good. And then some of you are doing texting or typing Chinese in chatting room. That's also very good practice. Now, you can also try typing Chinese in our chatting room. Now, here's one of you did it. 我家有5口人，他们是爷爷、爸爸、妈妈、弟弟。Number there are only 4 people, maybe one more, right? 和我 and me. Look at on the screen, you see that 和 means and. 和我 and me. 爷爷、奶奶、爸爸、妈妈和我。Yeah. Okay. Now let's turn to the next picture. Next picture again. 你家有几口人？ Based on the picture, maybe you are the little boy You're the little boy in the picture. Okay, anybody answer the question from the perspective of the boy in the picture here? The little boy in this picture. 你家有几口人 Little boy, 你家有几口人 Can anybody see something? 我家有
4口人，爸爸、妈妈。
我家有 Qīzi, Dìdì.
Okay, 我家有4口人爸爸妈妈 Yeah, this one may be younger than him.
妹妹。
Yeah, 妹妹和
明
我 Yes, very good. 我家有4口人爸爸妈妈妹妹和我 Okay, now let's change the perspective. Now let's talk about this family from the younger sister's point of view. Okay, yeah, little girl, 你家有几口人 Can anybody answer that? 我家有4口人 Yeah. 爸爸妈妈 Elder brother 哥哥 Yes 哥哥和我 Father, mother, elder brother and me Right 爸爸妈妈哥哥和我 Okay, still this picture. Please talk about the family from the point of view of the man. The man's point of view. Mr. Wang. That's the way I call him. Mr. Wang, 你家有几口人 你家有几口人 This picture.
我家有4口人。4口人。有4口人。
Qīzi,
妻子
Dìdì, Mèimei,
Yeah, this man from his point of view. This is his 妻子 And this one 儿子 And this one 女儿 Yeah. So again, talk about his family. 你家有几口人
我家有
4口人
我妻子2个孩子。
妻子 And this one
和我
儿子女儿和我 Yes, very good. So 我家有4口人妻子儿子女儿和我 Again, still this picture. Now let's talk about the family. Suppose we were the woman here and we talk about the family. Okay, lady, 你家有几口人我家有4口人丈夫儿子女儿和我 Right? Okay. And here we can say 我丈夫 我丈夫 Yeah, that would be my husband. 我丈夫儿子女儿和我 Yeah. So we talk about the same picture, but from a different point of view, from different person's perspective, we got to use different terms, right? For the boy, we need to use 爸爸、妈妈、妹妹和我。For the girl, 爸爸 妈妈、哥哥和我。For the man, 妻子、儿子、女儿和我。For the woman, 丈夫、儿子、女儿和我。Okay. And some of you also send the sentence in Chinese in our chatting room. Just one thing you need to pay attention. 女儿, yeah, the pinyin, the correct pinyin should be Nû, Yu, Nü, right? But it's difficult. You cannot find these alphabets on the keyboard. So we use letter V to replace it on the keyboard. So when you type 女儿, you just use NVER, 女儿. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So now let's do it. Please talk about this picture from the perspective of this man. Yeah, he tells us how many people there are in his family and who they are. So, okay, gentlemen, 你家有几口人? Now, please type Chinese sentences to answer it. This gentleman, 你家有几口人? So answer it in Chinese sentences. 我家有 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5口人，爸爸妈妈妻子女儿和我。Okay, suppose you were him. Okay. Yeah, we've got a complete answer to the question. 好，姐姐 someone is asking about 姐姐。姐姐 is elder sister. 妹妹 younger sister. 儿子 son. 女儿 daughter. 弟弟 younger brother. 哥哥 elder brother. Okay, so yeah, as for the question I asked him, the question I asked him, 你家有几口人? Now he should answer me, 我家有5口人。我家有5口人。爸爸、妈妈、妻子、女儿和我。Yes. Very good. 我家有5口人，爸爸妈妈妻子女儿和我。Very good. Yes. All right. Now it's time for you to okay, now let's do something. All right, let me think. Do we need to Okay, now let's see that maybe some of you may say, in my family there are 9 people. There are 9 people, and among them, 4 of them are my elder brothers, and 4 of them are my younger brother, maybe younger sisters. How do you say that? For example, 4 elder brothers, 4 younger sisters. Yeah. So here we a measure word. Do you remember here we use 口 as the measure word? Yeah, the measure word 口 is to count the family members. 三口人 means 3 people, right? That's used in this way. 三口人, 五口人. But when we want to mention 3 elder brothers, 3 elder brothers, we should say 三个哥哥. 三个哥哥. That means 3 elder brothers. 三个哥哥. And maybe 2 younger sisters. That would be not 2. Okay. 4. Yeah, let's try 4 for younger sisters. 4 younger sisters. That was 4个妹妹. 4个妹妹. Okay. 4个. So 个 here we use 个 before the noun. Now here is number, and a 个, and then a noun. 4个哥哥, 3个妹妹, 1个弟弟, 5个儿子, 女儿. So 个 is another measure word. 口 is the first one we learned, and here 个 is another one. So we often see 3个哥哥, 1个姐姐, 2个弟弟. Oh, sorry. 2个弟弟 or 4个妹妹. Right, 个. Yéyé is grandfather. Yes. And at the end of the sentence, don't forget the period, full stop, to indicate that's a complete sentence. 我家有5口人，爸爸妈妈、哥哥、姐姐和我。Great. 我家有4口人，爸爸妈妈、弟弟和我。Great. Very good. You are talking about your family members. Very good. Okay. So, yeah, you can talk about the actual situation in your home. 我家有3个妹妹和3个弟弟。Yeah, correct this sentence. Very good. 很好，很好 means very good. Now let's move on. So in the dialogue we learned 几, right? This character 几. It is an interrogative pronoun. Yeah, interrogative pronoun. It is used to ask about number, usually less than 10. If you expect the number is a small one, you may use 几 to ask about it. Now the structure usually is 几 and a measure word and a noun. For example, we used it in a question. 你家有几口人？你家有 sorry, doesn't work well. What's the matter? I cannot write. Ji kou ren. Yeah, that fits this structure. Ji and the measure word kou and the noun ren. Alright. Yeah, for example, we have this question. We learned it. 你家有几口人？你家有几口人？Now here comes the second question. 你有几个小孩？你有几个小孩 ？Remember， 小孩是什么 ？Yeah, what's 小孩 ？What does 小孩 mean? Can anybody recall that? What last time we learned the retroflex final R sound.
Kids.
小孩 kids. Yes, very good. 小孩 means kids, young children. Yeah, young children, kids, children. 小孩 So the sentence, the question, 你有几个小孩？你有几个小孩？ Now the measure word is 个。你有几个小孩 means how many kids do you have? Yeah, how many kids do you have? Okay. And then look at the question 3. 你有几个儿子？你有几个儿子？ So I'm asking about the number of your 儿子。儿子是 son. Yeah, how many sons do you have? I have one. For example, I have one son, so I would like to say 我有一个儿子。我有一个儿子。一个儿子。
我有一个儿子。
啊，你也是 Yeah, you too. 你有一个儿子。All right, anybody has three sons? Anybody who has 3 sons?
If someone has to answer that I have no son.
我没有。You know, 有 the opposite is 没有 or the negative. 有 and 没有。Well, it doesn't work today. It doesn't work very well today. 没有 means there are no, or I don't have. 我有一个儿子，我没有女儿。我有一个儿子 I have a son. 我没有女儿 I don't have daughters. 好，明白了吗？ Got it? Now let's take a look at the next question. 你有几个汉语老师？ Try to understand the question. 你有几个汉语老师？ What is 汉语？
Chinese.
Yes, Chinese. 老师
Teacher.
Teacher. So the combination?
Chinese teacher.
Yes, Chinese teacher or a teacher teaching Chinese. 汉语老师。汉语老师。So the question, yeah, you may answer it. 你有几个汉语老师？ So answer it in Chinese. How many Chinese teachers do you have? I mean, Chinese teachers teaching Chinese. Not the nationality, but the teaching, but the subject. Sure, he teaches is Chinese language. How many do you have? Oh, someone said. Yeah, can you answer in a sentence? I have one Chinese teacher. I have one teacher teaching Chinese.
我有一个
汉语老师 Good, very good. 我有一个汉语老师。Okay, say it.
我有一个老师。
哦，你有一个老师。我有一个汉语
老师，汉语老师。
Yes, perfect. 我有一个汉语老师。OK， 跟我说，跟我读。我有一个汉语老师。我有一个汉语老师。Very good。
一个汉语老师。
汉语。我有一个汉语老师。
我有一个汉语老师。
But someone mentioned he or she has 5 Chinese language teacher. Yeah, he has 5 Chinese language teacher. Wow, a lot, right? So how to say that sentence in Chinese? Yeah, he has 5 Chinese language teachers. Maybe he has learned Chinese for quite a long time. So different teachers teach him at different times. Yeah, think about that sentence. How to say that? 他 yeah, he has 5 Chinese language teachers. Great, we got one. 他有5个汉语老师 right? 他有5个汉语老师 Since we're talking about him, so we use 他 the male 他 right? Very good. And someone just add a full stop at the sentence. Well, yeah. Oh, here comes the question. Why don't we use 家? Now, 家 is family, home. So the first sentence, 你家有几口人? Now the subject is 你家, which means your family. Now here we are just talking about you. So the subject is you, 你. 你有几个汉语老师? It's not 你家有. Okay, not your family has how many Chinese teachers. Okay, now let's turn to question 5. Yeah, let's see this one. 你有几个中国朋友? 你有几个中国朋友? Remember 中国 China 朋友 Remember 朋友 对 yeah 对 friend So 中国朋友 means what? Chinese friend. Very good. 中国朋友 Chinese friend. Now here, answer the question. 你有几个中国朋友? 你有几个中国朋友? How many Chinese friends do you have? 零
我没有中国朋友。
Great, great. 我没有中国朋友。那没有 Do not have. There's no. 有 let's have. Or there are some. But 没有 it's a negative form. For example, 我没有中国朋友 Yes, 没有 Now when you choose the characters, I would like to type the word 没有 Here, 我没有中国朋友 Yeah, because you are not in China right now. So, yeah, that's why. And someone said, 我有0个中国朋友 Yeah, grammatically, it's perfect. 我有0个中国朋友 But in fact, we usually use 没有 to answer questions like this. Okay? Now, here we go. Let's mention. Okay, someone said, 我有1中国朋友 But you forget 个 the measure word. before noun. 我有一个中国朋友. Say the structure, measure word, and noun. Right? All right. Now next one. Next question. 你有几个加纳朋友? Oh, sorry. 你有几个加纳同学? 你有几个加纳同学? 同学 Yeah, recall 同学
Classmate.
Yes, good. Classmate. Classmate. 加纳 Now some of you come from Ghana. That's the name of a country. Ghana, right? So you may tell me, I don't know. I don't know how many of them. Because you are not in a classroom, in an actual classroom. So you don't know how many classmates are from Ghana. Now, at this point, you may say, I don't know. 我不知道. 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 Now, 我不知道. I don't know. Because you may try to remember this expression. 我不知道. 跟我说，跟我读。我不知道。
我不知道。
Good. 我不知道。我不知道。Okay. Yes. Someone asked the question. Could be 我不有. No, the negative form of 有 is 没有. Okay. 有 is positive. The negative form of it is 没有. Okay. 我不知道. No. Now let's turn to the next one. Now we'll try to answer the question. The questions just listed on the screen. Now look at the answers written in Chinese. 你家有几口人？我家有3口人。你有几个小孩？我有2个小孩。Now here, one thing I want to mention. You learned 2. The number is 2 in Chinese, right? 2. You learned it. 2. Doesn't work very well today. Yeah, 2. It's 2. But when we count the number of objects, items, we use 2. 2 to replace 2. So 2个小孩 2 kids, 2 children. 2个儿子 2 sons. 2个女儿 2 daughters. 2个哥哥 2 elder brothers. Yeah, the character 2. Someone asked why. It's just a habit. It's a habitual use of language. Yeah. We don't use 2 here in this case. We use 2 to replace it. Yeah, only 2. Yeah, only for 2. So the meaning 2 is 2. Yeah, it's also 2. But habitually we use 2 with 个. Yeah, 2个. 2个. We use them use 2个. Yeah, usually for 2个. Sentences. If you are counting numbers, if you read numbers, for example, the telephone number. Yeah, for example, suppose your telephone number is 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 7. If it is your telephone number, you read it as 2. 1236897. That's the telephone number. But when we need to use the number to count items, or it is before the major word, we prefer to say 两个. Yeah, 两个小孩. So can you tell me the Chinese expression 2 apples? 2 apples. 两个苹果, right? 两个苹果. So remember, when the number 2 appears before the major word, we'll see 两个. Other numbers won't be 两. 两 only in meaning it only equals 2. 两 doesn't equal 3 or 4. No, only 二. Okay. Here there are 2 handwriting here. Yeah, just now we mentioned 我有两个小孩, which means I have 2 kids, right? 两个. Instead of 二个, we usually say 两个, before the major word. If we want to use the number to mean 2, we usually use 两 instead of 二. Okay. 你有几个儿子? 我有一个儿子. 我有一个儿子. I have 1 son. 你有几个汉语老师? 我有一个汉语老师。你有几个中国朋友？我有4个中国朋友。So follow this pattern: number, major word, and a noun. 你有几个加纳同学？我有6个加纳同学。I have 6 classmates from Ghana. But when you do not have, you just say 我没有中国朋友，我没有加纳同学。Or if you do not know the answer, you simply say 我不知道，不知道 means don't know. The meaning of 个 is what we call major word, just like a 口 in the sentence. 三口人, but 口 is only used in the case you count the number of family members. But 个 is more general. 两个小孩，一个老师，4个朋友，6个同学。So just like in English sentences, sometimes we say a piece of paper. Now the function of piece, like the function of 个 in this Chinese phrase. But we do not say okay. So the function of 个 here and the 口, just like a piece of paper, piece in the sentence, in the phrase, or a cup of tea, cup, works in the same way like these 2 major words. Okay, now let's do more practice with the major word 个. Now, for example, now look at it here. Now we call this 背包. 背包. We learned it before. So 1 backpack. We say 一个背包. 一个背包. All right. Now here. 耳机 Do you remember 耳机? Earphones, earphone, 耳机. Liang ge 耳机. Liang ge 耳机. I mean 2 earphones. 两个耳机. Now I use 两 to replace 二, right? Yeah, 一个耳机. Yes. Now if I said it, the number is 2. There are 2 here. 两个耳机. Okay. 足球, 足球, the football. This is a football. 两 doesn't mean a pair of. Not equal to a pair. Just 2. Now we counted 1, 2, 一个两个 and then 三个 right? 一个两个三个四个五个 Now we use 两 to replace 2. Since if you use pair, it usually means they are identical. The 2 things are identical, are the same. Yeah, so but 两 is just the alternative of 2. 二. Look at this one. 三个足球. 三个足球 means 3 footballs, 3 soccers, right? 三个足球. 这是鸡蛋 chicken egg 鸡蛋5个鸡蛋 5 eggs 5个鸡蛋 Now please tell me if I want to say 8 apples 8 apples the Chinese expression for 8 apples 是什么？
8个苹果
Yes, 8个苹果
8个
Very good.
苹果 8个苹果
苹果 Yes, very good. 好 Please read after me. Just to read to yourself. You don't need to turn on the mic. 一个背包 2个耳机 3个足球 5个鸡蛋 8个苹果 苹果苹果 Now here there's a 足球气油球 Yeah, 足球 Pay attention to the characters you choose. And 苹果 Yeah, 苹果 the characters you choose. Okay, now here I would like to share with you another secret of typing Chinese. Yeah, you don't have to type a syllable and choose one character. Yeah, you'd better type the pinyin of the word and then choose from the options. For example, 苹果, yeah, you type the whole word 苹果, the pinyin of these 2 syllables at a time, and then you will find there are only one option for you to choose. There are no more other words are read 苹果. If you just type 苹 and you want to choose 苹 and then you type 果 and then you choose 果, they have a lot of options for you to choose from. Yeah, that is a very useful technique to type pinyin. Yes, 苹果. So try 鸡蛋. Yeah, you try 鸡蛋. You type 鸡的暗淡. The 5 letters and then choose. Try 鸡蛋. Yeah. 鸡蛋. So you just only need to choose once, but not twice. And 足球. Yeah, type 足球. 足球. Good. Okay. So yeah, next time, you remember when you type the Chinese, you better try the words, not individual characters. Okay, very good. Now let's practice the sentence pattern. 我有, 我有. We learned, we use this expression to talk about family members. 我有一个儿子. Now here we talk about something else. Now look at the screen. Oh, 我有一个背包. I have a backpack. 我有一个背包. Yeah, I have a backpack. Now try this phrase. Yeah, this one. Now please, you may turn on your mic and then tell me the sentence.
2个儿子.
我有2个
儿子.
背包。
我有2个儿子。我有2个儿子。
背包。
2个儿子。
我有
I have 3.
背包。
Yeah, I have 3 soccer balls. I have 3 footballs. Sentence.
背包。我有4个背包。
我有3个儿子。
Yes, 我有3个足球。我有3个足球。Okay, and then 5个鸡蛋. Now I have 8 eggs. I have 8 eggs in Chinese. In Chinese, I have 5 eggs.
我有5个鸡蛋.
Good, very good. And also you can type the sentence in the chatting room. Yeah. And finally, I have 8 apples. I have 8 apples. Someone you typed 我有8个鸡蛋, but 8, the character 8 is incorrect. And 5, 我有5个鸡蛋. 2 of you, 我有8个苹果, right? 我有8个苹果. Don't forget the major word 个. Yeah, don't forget the major word 个. Yes, very good. So maybe this is a unique, something unique or unique feature of Chinese language. Usually, in most cases, when we mention the number of or the quantity of a certain object, we need to use measure word. 5 eggs, 5个鸡蛋, 8 apples, 8个苹果. So here, you look at the chatting room. The last 5 students, the last 4 students, there are 4 students choose wrong 8. Now 8 should be this one. 8 should be this one. Now you can also type 8个苹果. Yeah, you can type 8个苹果. You put all these 4 syllables. You type in all the 4 syllables, and then you may say, oh, the expression has been there. You don't even need to choose. Okay, got it? Someone keeps asking about yao. All right. Yao is used to replace one only in talking about like phone numbers, room numbers. Got it? Yeah, maybe when we talk about phone numbers, I'll mention it again. All right. Now we have learned a new Mèi word, which is 个, and we practiced the sentence 我有, I have. So you may change I to change 我 to some other pronouns, 他 or 他们 or 我们, right? So you can do the drill after class. Use other pronouns like 他, like 他们 or 你们 or 我们, right? To make sentences like this. All right, now let's start learning the next text. Do you remember this word? Do you remember it? 这个, this is 女儿, right? 女儿 means daughter. Daughter. Yes, daughter. Okay, this one is a new one. 岁. 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 跟我读岁. 岁 is after a number used to mean years old. For example, 10岁. 10岁 means 10 years old. 3 years old. 3岁. 3岁. 4 years old. 4 years old. 4岁. 4岁. And 2 years old. If the kid is 2 years old, we still use 2岁. Okay, 2岁. So, yeah, 岁 is particularly used to mention to talk about the age. 1岁, 2岁, 3岁, 4岁, 5岁, 6岁, etc. Okay, le. This one is le. Just to get to know the pronunciation. Le. It doesn't mean much, but later in the sentence we are going to learn, it will be a kind of fixed expression. All right. It doesn't have a meaning here. 今年, this one is read 今年. 基因今 Nǐ'ér 年 今年 今年 means this year. This year. 今年 this year. Okay, now we're going to talk about one's age. One's age. Now here, the girl's age, the little girl's age. We'll say, suppose she is someone's daughter. So you ask this person, how old is your daughter? Now you will ask him, 你女儿几岁了? 你女儿几岁了? 几岁了 is used to ask about a young person's age. Yeah, 了 doesn't have now here. 了 doesn't have any concrete meaning. It just used in this phrase. You regard it as a phrase to ask about one's name. Oh, sorry, one's age. 你女儿几岁了? How old is your daughter? 几岁了? So somebody 几岁了? That's the sentence pattern. So from this sentence, from the example, you may infer, how old is your son? 你儿子几岁了? Right? So 几岁了 is used to ask about a person's age, and the person is a very young one, because 几 is usually asked about the number less than 10. So if you expect the person you are asking about is quite young, the age should be less than 10, you use 几岁 to ask it, to ask about it. 你女儿几岁了? 你儿子几岁了? 你弟弟几岁了? So you expect the person is quite young. The number of the age won't be older than maybe won't be older than 10. Yeah, you will use 几岁了 to ask. Okay, the answer. 他今年4岁了. Now the answer, you just use the number to the exact number to replace 几. Yeah, to answer it. 他今年4岁了. 今年 this year. This year, she's 4 years old. Okay. Now, let me take a look. Yeah, someone tried the answer. 他今年3岁了. Very good. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, now please read after me. 你女儿几岁了? 你女儿几岁了? 她今年4岁了. 她今年4岁了. 今年 this year. This year. Yeah. Someone text a sentence. 我的女儿是4岁了. Now, 是 is not necessary in this sentence. You can just say 我女儿4岁了. You can also say 我的女儿4岁了. Yeah, 的 is okay, but 是 is not necessary. So you can revise your sentence to 我的女儿4岁了. That would be right. Okay. 她今年4岁了. 她今年4岁了. Okay. So we use 几岁了 to ask the name, to ask about a young kid's age. And you just answer the question with the number to replace 几. Now let's turn to some drills. Now, this is the example we just learned. Now look at this boy. Yeah, maybe he's someone's son. You ask this person, now how old is your son? How to ask the question? Yeah, please tell me how to ask the question. How old is your son?
你儿几岁了？
你儿子 yeah, 你儿子几岁了？你儿子几岁了？ Okay, and answer it. 他今年 no. Talk about this young boy. 他今年 maybe 5 years old. 他今年5岁了 ，right？ 他今年5岁了。Okay, now please try the sentence, typing the sentence and the answer in the chatting room. Talk about the young boy in the picture. Now let me mute the mic.
What do you want to eat? What do you want to drink? I want water. I want juice.
Yeah, the question. Yes. 你儿子几岁了? Yeah, that's the question. And then the answer. And the answer. 他今年5岁了。Okay, very good. 非常好。他今年5岁了。And don't forget at the end of the sentence, there should be a full stop, right? Okay, now next picture. Next picture. Why I cannot mute your mics? Five岁. Okay, now let's talk about this picture. Suppose you are the sister, the elder sister in the picture. So, you ask. Oh, you are not the sister. You ask the sister in the picture, how old is her younger brother? Yeah, please think about the question. How to ask the question? Ask the sister, the elder sister, about her younger brother's age. Yes. 你弟弟几岁了? Very good. Very good. 你弟弟几岁了? Okay, little girl. 你弟弟几岁了? Okay. All right, now answer it. Suppose that depends on you. Yeah, you may guess the age of the boy and form a sentence. Send it to our chatting room to answer the sentence. Answer the question. 你弟弟几岁了? Now try answer the question. 你弟弟几岁了? You want to see 4 years old, right? But 4 years, 4 岁. 4. Remember, 4. That's the number 4. Okay, we got it. 他今年2岁了. Very good. And another version is 我的弟弟4岁了. Great. Okay, very good. Okay. One thing some of you may pay attention is 他, because 弟弟, he is a boy, a male. So think about 他 should be another one, right? The male 他, not this one. This one is a female 他. Yeah, should be this 他. This one is male. Because Dìdì is a boy. All right. Yes, he revised it. Yeah, 他 should be the other one. Okay. Now ask the elder brother in this picture, how old his sister is. Ask the picture, ask the Gēgē, ask him his baby sister's age. Now, can you form the question and send it to the chatting room? You ask this boy how old his sister is. Since it is a question, so at the end of the question, don't forget the question mark. One of you said, 你姐姐几岁了? But this one seems younger than the boy. So that would be Mèimei. Mèimei, younger sister. 姐姐 is elder sister. Oh, and one of you asked, 哥哥,你哥哥几岁了? So you are asking the younger sister the question. 好,几岁, 几岁, check the character 几. Are you using this one? Alright, now answer it. Maybe 2 years old. I guess she is 2 years old. Please answer the question with 2 years old. Alright. Some of you also may choose the wrong 几. Look at 几. Which one? Is the one you chose? Very good. You noticed two things. One is Mèimei is a girl, so the 她 should be this one. 她 should be this one. And it should be female 她. Female 她. And just now I said, in terms of age, we still use 两 instead of 二. 2岁. So the answer should be 他今年2岁了. Female 他. Okay. So 今年, you can just omit it. You don't want to mention this year. That's okay. The sentence is correct. Pay attention to 他, which 他. How? Very good job. You're typing a lot of Chinese characters, sentences in Chinese. Very good one. All right. And I think it's time for us to say goodbye for this class. Today's class. All right. Today, let's see what we learned. We reviewed the terms for the family members, and we practiced asking about the number of family members, and we list who are them, right? And we learned the structure 几 and the measure word and a noun in a question. Use 几 to ask a question, and we learned the second measure word 个, and we learned the way to ask one's age, particularly young kids, young kids' age. So that's what we learned today. Okay, it's time for us to say goodbye. Okay. Now here, we use 多大, another question word. 多大了? 你多大了? That will be mentioned in the next dialogue we are going to learn. All right, if you want to learn some more, you can preview the text. All right, that's it for today. I will post the highlights of today's class and the recordings in our class group, right? 好，再见，再见，再见，同学们。